Welcome to the holiday edition of Food, Friends, and Fun. I'm Bob Howell.
And I'm Barbara Powell. We have a special show for you today. Today it's Food, Friends, Fun, and Family. In honor of our dog Dash, who can't be here, I'm wearing a Corgi Christmas shirt.
And we're going to have singing and cooking, of course.
And of course, today we've got a special surprise, Christmas dragnet based on the old Stan Freberg bit. So hope you enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
December the 24th, Christmas Eve. They brought in a guy named Grudge. When I heard what they booked him on, my blood ran cold. It was a 409-6325-096704, not believing in Santa Claus. 4:35 p.m. I was working the holiday watch out of Homicide with Frank.
What you gonna do tomorrow, Joe? Got any plans?
Nothing much.
Why don't you come by the house, Joe? We're gonna have Christmas dinner, you know, all the trimmings. Love to have you. The missus always fixes that plate of relish with those little carrot sticks, you know, olives, pickles, scallions. Most people call them green onions, but they're really scallions. Do you ever notice that, Joe?
Notice what, Frank?
How most people call them green onions, but they're really scallions.
Scallions.
Anytime after 2, Joe. Love to have you.
We'll see.
Mrs. always picks a plate of relish with those little carrot sticks. You know, olives, pickles, scallions.
Let's not go through that again.
Go through what, Joe?
How most people call them green onions, but they're really scallions.
Oh, you noticed that, huh, Joe?
Okay.
Joe, what's the matter, Joe?
Bringing a guy in on a 406-035-096704. Guy don't believe in scallions. I mean Santa Claus. 6:29 p.m. We questioned the guy who didn't believe in Santa Claus. A guy named Grudge.
Says here you said you don't believe in Santa Claus. Hard to believe what you said. Did you really say that?
Sure, I said it. You got a picture of him? How do you know there's a Santa Claus?
No mugshots.
Any fingerprints?
No latent prints. The guy wears red gloves. Listen, Grudge, didn't I pick you up 3 years ago in a 1492, not believing in Columbus?
Yeah, I don't believe in Cleveland or Cincinnati either.
How about Toledo?
I ain't made up my mind yet about Toledo.
Okay, mister. I got the picture. You don't believe in nothing, do you?
Nothing. You ain't got nothing on me. I'm gonna walk out of this room right now. 'Cause you know what? There's no law against not believing in Santa Claus.
There is in my book. Let me tell you something, mister. I'm going to prove there's a Santa Claus if it takes me all night. I took Grudge over to the helicopter, got in, flew around the city for hours. I showed him stockings. How are the stockings hung, Grudge?
By the chimney with care. But I didn't hang no stocking.
I showed him children nestled all snug in their beds. What's dancing in their heads, Grudge?
Visions of sugar plums. But you ain't selling me. There ain't no Santa Claus.
He still didn't believe. There's only one thing left to do. My job? Get to the North Pole. 11:45 p.m. We arrived at the North Pole and walked over to Sandy's workshop. Rang the bell. Could we talk to your boss, please?
Oh, he's out. Oh, you would have to come the one night of the year all year when he's out.
Who are you and what's your job?
I'm an elf. My boss has 8 tiny reindeer, and it's my job to feed them.
Okay, Miss Elf. What do you feed them?
Well, most of the time I fix them a little plate. Relishes, olives, pickles, and those little carrot sticks.
Just the facts, ma'am.
And scallions.
Most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions.
How do you know?
Just a stab in the dark.
Say, do you see that huge pile of presents behind me there?
Uh-huh.
Would you believe it? They're all for the same man. Been piling up year after year.
Why didn't the guy ever get them?
Yeah, why?
'Cause he didn't believe in my boss. You know the rules.
Uh-huh. We know.
I don't suppose there's a chance that this guy could still...
Get the presents? Oh, sure. He gets them all the minute he says he believes. But I don't suppose he will.
Too bad about that guy. What's his name?
Don't say it. I don't want to hear it.
Come on, Miss Elf. What's his name?
His name? Grudge.
The elf saw us to the door, wished us a Merry Christmas. We were heading back to the plane when it happened.
Hey,
Yeah, Grudge?
you know that guy I said I didn't believe in?
Who's that?
Santa Claus?
Yes, sir?
You think I'm too old to change my mind?
You're never too old, Mr. Grudge.
I do believe in Santa Claus and Columbus.
How about Cincinnati and Cleveland?
Yeah, them too.
And Toledo?
But I still ain't made up my mind about Toledo.
Look, Grudge, up in the sky. He's coming back for a second load.
Santa Claus! It's Santa Claus!
There's only one guy I know who can make everybody happy in one night.
Yeah, he must have the biggest heart in the whole world.
That's about the size of it.
Carol, can you believe it's the holiday season already?
Oh my God, the summer was so hot that it's really good to be in sweaters instead of tank tops and shorts.
And I, for one, have my ugly Christmas sweaters from the 1990s. But we didn't think they were ugly back then.
Well, I, for one, love the holiday season.
She does.
With the Christmas music and the Hallmark movies and especially the Christmas food.
The Christmas food. And on a nice cold evening, it's nice to have soup and a crusty, warm loaf of bread. So today we're going to show you how to make some beer bread. It's very simple. And this is also a nice hostess gift that you can give to someone. We'll show you how to work that up. But right now, Carol is going to show you how simple it is to make this bread. Even Carol can do this.
Even Carol can do it. 3 cups of self-rising flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Now the self-rising flour, there's a picture of it here, or we have the bag here. Not regular flour. Self-rising flour has the baking soda and salt and all that in it already, so it's just a lot less ingredients to deal with.
And our beer bread is named after beer, so we can put a bottle of beer in here or a bottle of soda pop.
Yes, we've made it with club soda, ginger ale, and it makes a lighter loaf with a finer texture for some reason. The beer bread is very crusty and hearty and has a deeper color.
And this recipe will make 1 large loaf, 1 loaf, or 3 mini loaves.
Yes, and you bake it at 350 for about 50 minutes. If you like, you can put some butter on top and kind of makes it golden brown, but it kind of browns up nicely anyway, whether you use ginger ale or beer. It's a great way to work off calories in the holiday season when you're eating all that holiday candy. Now, it's got to be mixed really good. Are you getting tired? You want me to help you there?
No. It's, we have to make the beer stretch here.
Yeah, okay. So then you're going to bake that at 350. Now, this is a great hostess gift. You can pre-mix the flour and the sugar and put it in a mason jar, and I just tied a little ribbon on it. I got from Big Lots some ribbon. Or you can put it in a Tupperware and decorate it and give the instructions on how to do it with the gift. It's a nice hostess gift, or you can actually bake the bread and give it as a hostess gift. So there's lots of ways to do that. Okay, that's how it looks. And you just pop it in the oven. And we're going to show you what it looks like when it's done.
And we're also going to make herb butter today. The herb butter.
So this is our bread, all done. It's
Ready for herb butter.
Ready for the herbed butter.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the herb butter requires a half a pound or 8 ounces of butter, softened at room temperature, and 2 or 3 tablespoons of herbs.
Now we used the Trader Joe's Herbes de Provence. You can mix your own herbs. There's lots of recipes. We'll put them on our website for you. But if you just get this Herbes de Provence, it's about $5, and it comes with a nice little spoon. And this is also a nice little hostess gift. And you just stir it all up together.
We're using 2 tablespoons of herbs from Trader's today.
And we used salted butter. You can use unsalted butter. This is a savory herbed butter. You could make a sweet butter with unsalted butter and vanilla and honey. I'm sure you've all had those honey butters at a lot of restaurants. Okay, so now here's the tricky part. I guess I'll do this part. You can, if you like, just take the easy way out if you're not really
Handy like me. Like
artistically inclined. And you can just put it in a little jar like this, a little ramekin. Of course, if you use the whole thing, it would fill it up. And then that's really cute. You can take that as a hostess gift with your herbed butter.
You're going to refrigerate this, however.
Yes, you are, because it is butter.
Right.
It needs to be refrigerated. So then if you wanted to make a roll, and then you would slice these.
After it's chilled, you take it out of the refrigerator and slice it in coin-sized slices to put on your beer bread.
And this is going to make a very small roll because we only used half the amount. But it's very simple to make. It's really tasty. It's a nice presentation. You just roll it.
Ta-da! This is one that's been chilled and decorated by Barbara.
Then you put it in the refrigerator, and if it's soft like this, it's going to get flat on one end in the refrigerator. So you can actually suspend it between 2 items so that it doesn't get flat on the bottom. Or just when it's a little bit soft, just kind of roll it and make it a nice rolled item. So here's what it looks like.
So this is a beautiful and inexpensive way to present a beautiful festive hostess gift.
Yes, now the herbes de Provence you can just throw in a little bag, put a little stuff on top, and there you go. It's very inexpensive and cute. In case you didn't know, Trader Joe's does sell the beer bottles individually. So if making this is being hampered by thinking you have to buy a 6-pack, you can just buy 1 bottle of beer, or again, you can use club soda or ginger ale or some kind of soda. So that's it. Now, should we cut this open and taste it?
I think so.
All right. I have a weapon.
A weapon.
Now this one I made, I put in some smoked paprika, I put in some hatch chilies, and I put in some cheese. So you can see it's kind of nice for the holidays. It's got some texture, red and green. You can put whatever you want in this butter and in the bread, just to kind of, because it gets kind of boring doing the same one every time. So we kind of experimented, and we'll cut this open too. Ruin our beautiful package, but show you how these do slice up in coins very nicely. Simple, right?
Simple. We like simple, festive.
Okay, So
And
there
from
you
the
have it.
heart.
There it is, a little coin of butter. All right, you want to try that, Carol?
Sure,
I know you do.
I'll try it. Yum. I love this because it has a kind of a doughy taste, which brings back old memories from childhood.
Kind of like Bisquick biscuits. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed our show today. Hope you can make some of these simple gift ideas and enjoy that bread with some avocado on it so you can get some good fats. Plus, green is good for the holidays. All right, thanks again. See you next year.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, my name is Beth Perrick, and I'm chairperson of the Thrive Project. The mission of our Thrive Project is to capture moments of living here in the village. Our vision is to inspire quality of life in every chapter of our lives. If you're interested in participating and becoming a part of the Thrive Project, please check out channelthrive.com.
Hello, Phoenicia. Are you ready for the holidays? I've been binge watching Christmas movies. Oh, you too? What's your favorite? White Christmas. Oh, I love that movie. Gosh, Phoenicia, you're just like the sister I never had. I wish I could sing like Rosemary Clooney. Then we could do that famous duet they do in the film.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir.
I'm here to keep my eye on her.
Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing.
When a certain gentleman arrives from Rome,
She wore the habit and I stayed home. All kinds of weather we stick together, the same in the rain or sun. Two different faces but in tight places, we think and we act as nuns. Amen. Those who've seen us know that not a thing can come between us. Many men have tried to split us up, but no one can. Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister. And Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man.
Oh, hi, sisters.
hi, Estelle.
Hi, Estelle.
I think I know what you're doing for the holidays.
Well, what are you doing, Estelle?
Well, I'm spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica, wearing sandals, lighting candles by the sea. I spent Shavuos in East St. Louis, a charming spot, but simply not the spot for me. Those eastern winters, I can't endure 'em, so every year I pack my gear, I come out here for Purim. Rosh Hashanah, I spent in Arizona, and Yom Kippur way down in Mississippi. But in December, there's just one place for me. Amid the California flora, I'll be lighting my menorah like a baby in its cradle. I'll be playing with my dreidel, spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica by the sea. Oi!
Diane's Hallmark is a family-owned Gold Crown store that is much more than just a card store. Our women's department has apparel, accessories, and jewelry featuring Vera Bradley and Bagalini handbags. Our religious department carries many different Christian books and Bibles, plus a great selection of Christian gifts. Of course, we have a large selection of cards and gift wrap as well. Come in and experience our personalized service.
And now we have Kate Jacobs reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" to her family.
Well, children, it's time to tell the story of the visit from St. Nicholas.
This story was published in 1823. Max, can you tell us how long ago that was?
I think it was 194 years ago.
Good for you. Well, let's begin. All right. It was the night before Christmas. And all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even the mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn I heard such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. I tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. Oh, the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. And what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeers with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Dunder and Blixen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Dash away. You know, as dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so to the housetop his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each tiny hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. Down the chimney. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. And dirty. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler.
Toys.
He has toys, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
What's he doing toys?
He's bringing toys for Christmas.
Yeah.
His eyes, how they twinkled.
Toy.
His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe was held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. But a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, and to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Oh, buddies.
And now we have David Bridges singing the Christmas song in his most elegant style.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by the choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the seasons bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is going to spy to see if reindeers really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Diane's Hallmark is a family-owned Gold Crown store that is much more than just a card store. Our women's department has apparel, accessories, and jewelry featuring Vera Bradley and Bagalini handbags. Our religious department carries many different Christian books and Bibles, plus a great selection of Christian gifts. Of course, we have a large selection of cards and gift wrap as well. Come in and experience our personalized service.
Well, that's our holiday show. Did you have fun?
Well, we sure had fun with Food Friends Fun, and this time it was family. Thank you, Kate, for reading that lovely story the night before Christmas to your family. Thank you to John Kelsall and to Karen Elliott, part of our Dragnet crew. Thank you, Sister Ernestine, for entertaining us. Thank you, Estelle D'Annunzio, for singing beautifully, and David Bridges for singing elegantly. I think that's everybody. So we just want to wish you all Merry Christmas!
In the cool, cool, cool of the evening, tell them I'll be there. In the cool, cool, cool of the evening, better save a chair. When the party is getting a glow on, and singing fills the air. If there's room for one more, then you need me for sure, and you can tell them I'll be there.